Stephen King, road to writing in his early stage. Stephen King, one of the most prolific and celebrated authors of our time, is synonymous with the horror and suspense genres. His journey to becoming a literary icon, however, was far from straightforward. King's early years were marked by challenges, persistence, and a deep-seated passion for storytelling that would eventually shape his career. Understanding the formative stages of his writing offers insight into the foundations of his success and the resilience that defined his path. Stephen Edwin King was born on September 21, 1947, in Portland, Maine. His childhood was shaped by instability and hardship, particularly after his father, Donald King, abandoned the family when Stephen was just 2 years old. Raised by his mother, Nellie Ruth Pillsbury King, Stephen and his older brother, David, moved frequently, struggling to make ends meet. Despite these difficulties, King developed a love for reading and storytelling at an early age, often escaping into the world of books to cope with his challenging circumstances. King's fascination with the macabre began early. He was drawn to horror comics, science fiction, and tales of the supernatural, which fueled his imagination. As a child, he devoured works by authors such as H.P. Lovecraft, Richard Matheson, and Ray Bradbury, whose influence can be seen in King's writing. By the time he was in elementary school, King was already experimenting with storytelling, crafting short stories, and sharing them with friends and family. This early exploration laid the groundwork for his future career. During his teenage years, King's passion for writing intensified. He began submitting short stories to magazines, though his efforts were often rejected. Undeterred, King persisted, using each rejection as an opportunity to refine his craft. He kept a collection of rejection slips pinned to a nail on his wall, a testament to his determination and resilience. This period of trial and error was crucial in helping him develop his unique voice and storytelling style. King's high school years also provided opportunities to hone his writing skills. He wrote for his school's newspaper and contributed stories to various student publications. These experiences not only improved his technical abilities, but also taught him the importance of connecting with an audience. His early stories often explored themes of fear, morality, and the human condition, foreshadowing the elements that would later define his novels. In 1966, King enrolled at the University of Maine in Orono, where he majored in English. During his university years, he continued to write prolifically, contributing to the campus newspaper and other literary outlets. He also worked part-time jobs to support himself, including as a janitor and in an industrial laundry. These experimenters found their way into his writing, adding authenticity and depth to his characters and settings. While at the University of Maine, King met Tabitha Spruce, a fellow writer and the woman who would become his wife. Their shared love of literature and storytelling created a strong bond, and Tabitha's support would prove instrumental in King's career. The couple married in 1971, and their partnership became a cornerstone of King's personal and professional life. After graduating in 1970, King faced the daunting challenge of making a living as a writer. He took a teaching job at Hampton Academy in Maine while continuing to write in his spare time. The financial strain of supporting his family on a modest teacher's salary was significant, but King's determination never wavered. He wrote late into the night, often working on short stories that he submitted to men's magazines such as Cavalier and Penthouse. These stories provided a small but steady income and allowed King to keep honing his craft. King's breakthrough came in the early 1970s when he began working on a novel that would change his life. Inspired by a discarded page from a high school textbook, he wrote the first pages of Carrie, a story about a shy teenage girl with telekinetic powers. Initially unsure of the novel's potential, King threw the manuscript into the trash. It was Tabitha who retrieved it, read the pages, and encouraged him to continue. Her belief in the story gave King the confidence to complete the manuscript, which he sold to Doubleday in 1973 for a modest advance. Shortly thereafter, paperback rights for Carrie were sold for $400,000, catapulting King into the literary spotlight. The success of Carrie marked the beginning of King's meteoric rise as a novelist. However, the years leading up to this moment were critical in shaping his voice and work ethic. King's early struggles taught him the value of perseverance and the importance of staying true to his creative vision. His ability to draw from personal experiences and imbue his stories with authenticity and emotional depth became hallmarks of his writing. Stephen King's early writing journey is a testament to the power of persistence and passion. From his humble beginnings in Maine to his first breakthrough with Carrie, King's dedication to storytelling never wavered. His ability to overcome rejection, draw inspiration from his experiences, and remain committed to his craft laid the foundation for a career that has spanned decades and produced some of the most iconic works in modern literature. King's story serves as an inspiration to aspiring writers, reminding them that success is often born from resilience and an unwavering belief in one's creative potential.